Yes, Gawain lore time. I'm really excited. It feels like it's been a while since I've done lore. I guess it's been like 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks? I think it's almost been 2 weeks. So it's been like a bit. Hello, how's everyone doing today? It's been a bit since I've streamed, actually. It's been busy. Yeah, I'm gonna work on, I'm gonna have a different schedule, I think. Or not a different schedule, but a reduced schedule at least for most of the summer because of stuff going on. But I'm still working on the logistics of what it'll be. But I'm really excited to be streaming today. I hope you are having a good day. I'm going to hop onto the server. Okay, music away. OBS up, Minecraft up. Hello. Hello, hello. Alright. Let's get into Haven. What do you think, Inred? It's a bit of a change. I still need to deal with this chest. That's going to be a pain. Those were mistakes. But I decided that taking a cue off Jackdaw, it was time for some renovations. The basement was too crowded. And if we're gonna make some sort of research facility, a place where we can study the void, I'd like to have the room for a proper archive. And a proper observation area. This is more sandstone than I'd ever seen before. But it's fun to work with something that I hadn't. It's unfamiliar, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. I don't know, what do you think? You've been quiet? And I can guess why. Do you prefer if I don't? Well, I mean, I could... I know that it was perhaps poorly thought out to reveal you in that way, to speak of everything so bluntly. But I'm still trying to figure out how to build trust with people. Maybe trying to build trust with Anathema is a foregone conclusion. Maybe it's foolish, I don't know. We should go home though. I haven't been in a bit, and I think the Jackdaws... Well, Jackdaw has been... They said that they would be living there. And we have failed to pay them a visit, which is poor behavior for a host. So I'd say it's time for us to check in. Especially after that run-in with Kay. And those things that Kay left. The sludge and the ossified matter. It is the same things that were filling up Jackdaw's spawn anchor, which worries me. Kay's the one who was threatening them before. To look at the state of that person. It reminds me of things. Horror stories that the older Cursebreakers used to tell. Coda Beloved! Thank you for the sub! I appreciate it. Welcome to chat. Ooh, a llama. What are you doing here, friend? Hello, what do you eat? I don't have any food on me. Well, chicken, but I don't think you're a carnivore. You look kind of skull-faced. Perhaps it is an ill omen. I think all forms of sleep brings ill omens with him, wherever he goes. And anything reminiscent of sleep. Sleep and Kay are at each other's throats. Kay would see the spawn anchors destroyed. Anathema is ambivalent on the matter, but I think it could be easily pushed to hostile. August says they have that under control. I trust them, but August's idea of control is, well, ideologically looser than mine, I think. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. But I do know that... It's been too long since we've spoken. I hope that Jackdaw has been alright. I hope that Jackdaw has had a better few weeks than I have. I hope that Kay has been too busy with Anathema and me and August to give them more trouble. Anathema. Well, it's a problem for another... He's a problem for another day. The whole matter is a problem for another day. Kay, on the other hand, well, he does touch Jackdaw more directly. What has to happen to someone to lead them to a fate like that? I would say that it doesn't bear thinking about, but I think it might be crucial. All of these things were quite a great deal simpler when we didn't have so many loyalties to worry about. Jackdaw? Oh. Jackdaw!
Hello?
Hello, Jackdaw.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
It has been. You been doing all right?
Things have been eventful, but not. Uh, Hang on, I'm remembering what happened in the last few weeks.
That's fair. That's fair.
Eventful, but not disastrous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Sorry. I hope you don't mind. I
no,
expanded
that's
a little bit.
a little bit.
A little bit.
I think I had about four melons.
Yeah. There's some more up there too. And some wheat and
What's
some
that on the top of the
potatoes.
tower?
That is well, I mean, it's not it's not a beacon in the literal mechanical sense. It's more a beacon in the figurative sense. It's I liked the idea of being able to see it from a long way off.
Like a lighthouse, sort of. A signal tower.
Kind of, yeah. I've got it hooked up with the radio broadcaster up there.
Oh, you've built one
It
over
seems
here.
to be working. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can show you if you want to come inside. Careful, the door automatically shuts in your face. It's a bit annoying.
It's rather inhospitable.
I installed a ladder because the spiral staircase was making me nauseous.
That's
But
good.
yeah, I've got it hooked up to a redstone clock. It took me a while to figure out how to get them all to like pulse at the same time.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, you could a thing like this. It reminds me of home.
Really?
Yeah, the guard stations and the waypoints in more technological cities.
Mm-hmm.
LED lights cutting through darkness.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, you're a better at redstone than anyone on the build paths.
Oh, well, thank you. I do enjoy it.
It's impressive. So this can broadcast to the rest of Haven.
Or at least to adjacent signal towers. Kind of a network at this point, you know, having one every so often to kind of feed information along.
Like a relay race type of thing?
Kind of, yeah. Or like, yeah, like that.
Interesting.
One carries the message on to another, and so forth.
And that way, it's carried forth.
Mm-hmm.
Through across distance.
Yeah. No, I'm appreciative of Bird for letting me set up here.
Yeah, they've created quite a perch.
Yeah. I like the elevation. It's not close enough to the void that it's vertigo inducing. Still not like a pleasant drop if you fall off the edge,
No.
but it's got enough guardrails that unless I'm being properly foolish, it's not really a danger.
You're guarded from it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they're quite good at building.
Yes, I agree.
Fortifications specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I haven't been back here that much.
Oh, that's all right.
How are you finding? Is everything to your liking?
Yeah, I mean, I've the things I've needed, I've just built and brought. I've got. Oh, there is one thing I want to show you. If you'll follow me all the way down to the very bottom of the ladder.
Of course.
Past my cat.
Cat.
Oh, there's still this guy. I took two. I don't know if they were claimed by anyone in particular. If so, I apologize. There were some zombie villagers in a boat over toward the mesa.
Oh yeah, actually, Navin left them as a gift for me.
Okay. Then you are welcome to a share of the profits from them. Or I mean, I guess if it was a gift for you, yeah, I've turned them into zombie farmers. It's
That's
been quite
excellent.
profitable.
Well, thank you. I have no idea how this sort of thing works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been trading on and off. I've pumpkins from uh Spawn.
I'm stuck in
and
the
then
basement.
the melons here. Oh no! I need to get you another ladder. 1 second.
Hang on, I'll just.
My hubris.
Hang on.
Okay.
I built myself
that
a
works.
stepping stool.
That works. But yeah, these are the emeralds that I've collected so far. Underneath.
Oh.
Oh, careful.
Crunch.
Right here.
Ah. Oh. Oh well.
I should really turn them into blocks at this point.
You could build yourself an emerald palace at this rate.
Probably. I admit it's kind of nice to open the chest and see them all there. It's about 2.5 stacks, I think, of emerald blocks.
That's
I've had a lot of free time. Let's put it that way.
I'm glad that you are occupied. Do you remember when we had the conversation about rest?
Yeah, I mean, I've been resting. I've been here.
And you've taken up cartography.
I've got the bed at the top of the tower. Helps pass the nights quicker. But yeah, this is the area.
Oh, that's
got your house and the heart pond.
Oh, it looks so cute on the map.
And then down here, yeah. And then down here's my melon empire, I guess. And I've got a little beekeeping area down on the left-hand side. I think that's the down at the bottom is that glass. I don't even know what it was. It's like a little observer. Like
I've seen it from afar, but I've never been
of some kind. Yeah, it looks like someone was doing science of some sort. I don't really know.
I should check that out.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been loath to just start harvesting things for parts, but I admit the glass is tempting.
Right, in case somebody comes
right.
back for it.
If it does belong to someone that is still here and still cares about it, then like I don't want to step on any toes.
Demolishing old structures seems to have caused some problems already.
Yeah, I guess so. This is my llama.
Oh, a friend. Hello.
Yes. There was a second llama. I needed item frames.
Oh. Well,
this is the better llama. This is the better llama. It can carry more.
You separated them. They were a pair, and you separated them.
I mean, this was my original llama. The other one I got from a wandering trader.
I see.
So they weren't like life bonded or anything.
They weren't partners.
No. Just there was another one that was here. There were actually two that were here, and I think one must have wandered off. I thought that they were all like. I thought they did the thing, where they all line up and then they don't go anywhere, even if you only have one of them tied up.
Oh yeah, like the herd.
Yeah,
mentality.
But then one of them just walked off, so I don't know what happened there.
It was a rogue llama. It left to start its own herd.
It was a rogue llama.
It was tired of the others holding it down.
Yeah.
Holding it
so
back.
Godspeed to that llama. The other one became leather, and this one is my friend.
I had never stayed around anywhere long enough to pick up farm work before, but it sure is.
Yeah, it's invigorating.
Life, yeah.
Anything here you're welcome to, by the way.
Thank you.
As thanks for letting me stay here.
Absolutely prodigious amount of work.
Why don't I have a campfire here? What? Did I put this here? Or was this already here?
For
This
cold
may have already
nights?
been here. I think it was already here. I don't remember.
Maybe
Either that or
Bird put it there?
maybe.
I don't know.
The area's the area's changed a little bit since I got
Is
here.
this bigger than it was before? Is the whole island bigger? No, I think I'm making that up.
No, I had to like pull out the corners of the land a little bit to level it out for the
Oh, that makes
crops,
sense,
but the
yeah.
actual land border is the same.
Same.
Yeah, I just squared it
differently
off.
shaped, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
I've been doing some fishing. That's how I got the cat.
have you named them yet?
I have not. Yeah, I'm open to suggestions, I guess. It just kind of showed up. And it was, I mean, I'd not seen one with that coloration before, so.
A friend.
Now? Yeah. I'll have to think about a name. I'm not really good at that. I've had a horse for like a couple of months and I still don't know what to call it.
You named all your chickens.
I named some of the chickens. I've been thinking about just calling them all Greg.
Just a collection of Gregs.
Yes, collection of Gregs. Great eggs.
It
good eggs.
Good egg. Good.
Great good eggs.
Gregs.
Yes.
Gregs.
Yeah.
It has a ring.
No,
to
I had Sleep paid me to take the original Greg. Apparently, he was that annoyed by it. And then the original Greg got eaten by a fox that that a couple of people were trying to transport between. I think they got it from Jurassic Park. They were trying to move it, and they stopped into Costco.
Oh no!
Because they were having trouble with like fox handling, which is something I can relate to.
I do remember that story as well.
And then the fox it locked onto Greg and would not be satisfied until it had consumed him. So then we got Greg Jr. Who is still living very happily. The fox did want to eat Greg Jr. as well. You remember Captain?
I do. Briefly, we have that. I haven't seen him since we met that first time, but I do.
Yeah, he helped with chicken protection that day. It was very thoughtful.
I'm glad.
So Greg Jr. still around, and then now there's Greg the Third.
And then there will be an infinity of Gregs.
An infinity of Gregs, yes.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know. It's nice to have something to chuckle at, I guess.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you. Yeah, I'm. It's good to see you happier.
Yeah, I've had a couple of good conversations recently. I think that helped. I finally saw Kay.
Oh?
Yeah, he's interesting. I will say that. Not really what I expected.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a run-in with
him he
as
did.
Well.
Oh, really? How did you find him?
Well, there was dying involved, but I have learned that people killing each other on Haven doesn't always constitute the sort of threat that it would have on the Bone Paths.
I mean, it still doesn't make it gentlemanly.
No, but he seemed definitively set against us. Maybe not us. Definitively set against someone. Sleep, I suppose, but so the people that people who embodied some sort of nebulous evil and willing to threaten our spawn anchors over it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There are places on the bone paths where the world is poisoned. The whole world is poisoned. And it creeps into people and things and places and twists them. And I think something like that must have happened to him.
You think the Withering did that to him? Not just physically, but
I don't know.
Essentially.
Oh, in terms of, I don't know if I could say that. I don't want to attribute anybody's actions to magic or other influences. But pain can drive people to a great number of things without any supernatural
yeah, that's true.
Effect.
Very much so.
What did you think of Kay?
He was interesting. I normally I can kind of get a decent read on someone within the first couple of minutes. He was the sort of book that did not wish to be read until he decided to he wished to tell his own story, I think is probably the best way of putting it. He
did seem to like
told
talking.
Me, yes. I've found that to be the say the most efficient way of interacting with him is to allow him to carry the conversation.
What did he say? What was his story?
He told me, I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure how much of this was divulged in confidence. I told him some rather personal things as well.
You did?
He told me how it was that he became what he is. He told me that he's been following sleep for quite some time.
Interesting. Following sleep specifically. Before Haven?
It sounded like it. The incident that led to his sludginess, that happened before all of this, at least from what I gathered.
That's interesting as well.
So yeah, that's clearly been festering for a while.
I wonder how being brought to Haven, what kind of effects that would have.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they'd be good, given how Haven scrambles everything.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, for all he likes to talk, he's not a bad listener. If you play it right, you know. he listens about Navan and everything that has happened, and
He killed Novan.
yeah, he yeah, it's funny how someone can understand what it's like to be put through great pain and then go on to cause that pain to others.
That's true. If we're the only people here for now, and we're more or less bound to with the way that our spawn anchors are now, protecting them, it makes sense for protecting them to be everybody's first priority.
Mm-hmm.
And with the fact that there's, 30 spawn anchors?
Mm-hmm.
Here, at least?
Mm-hmm.
That could be everyone we have access to anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We can't... It would be best if we could Navin is gone. And if it would not benefit things if somebody else were gone as well, is my...
No. Regardless of whom.
So if we can make... But I worry about... I spent a not insignificant amount of time arguing with Kay about the spawn anchors, about whether protecting them was a net positive for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that there were some people who weren't worth keeping around.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he has any immediate plans, if that's reassuring at all. But no, definitely something to be aware of.
I can't... I hate how much... nothing here makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a clear and logical idea of what we would need to do to survive best, to preserve things, to share what knowledge we can glean about this place, but instead we're fighting with each other. And I'm M2. I don't want to work with Kay. I'm afraid of him.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with Sleep. And that's ignoble of me. But I can't persuade anybody to put aside their grudges either.
Yeah. It's a lot. I don't know. It's hard when got it's like you got everyone in a circle pointing swords at each other, and like who's going to put the sword down first? You know,
who's gonna put the sword down first? I don't even have a sword.
But yeah, like who's? It's hard to trust other people's intentions, even knowing that it would make logical sense to do so. Because, I mean, people aren't always reasonable, as I think is fairly
It's true.
self-evident.
I didn't understand that until recently. I wouldn't have understood your caution.
Yeah.
I don't know how you stand it.
You get used to it, I guess.
Makes me want to.
It's. I mean, you sort of get used to it.
Yeah. But.
Kay said.
Huh?
Kay said it hurts him. The whatever it is that happened.
The poisoning, the corruption.
Yeah, that it doesn't stop hurting. It sort of ate away at him, and
Kay is following sleep. For revenge?
I mean, I would assume so. Some form of it.
It's the withering that did this to Kay.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't. I want. I've been telling myself like I don't. There's secondhand exposure isn't the same thing as having been there.
No, but given the state of your spawn anchor, there's something going wrong there. I've been thinking about it. I've been doing research. Since I saw Kay, because I haven't seen things like that, cases like that. That's the sort of thing that only the first curse breakers saw. The ones who were there when the wars were still happening, when the world was still actively being turned to ruin.
Mm-hmm.
But the after effects of that, the way things lingered and festered and grew and poisoned people, that's curse breaker work. And I'm not a curse breaker, but I do still have the skills. Some of them, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been worrying about it, which is actually part of the reason I came over here. I wanted to check in on how you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel any different, I guess. I mean, at least, I mean, I feel a lot of things, but I don't know if, I mean, nothing that particularly smacks of.
You don't feel sick or
Radiation or illness or anything like that.
Any weird dreams? Any changes in temperature?
Not. I mean, it's been warm a lot, but I think that's just the weather turning warmer in general.
It's true. It's spring.
Yeah. Haven't really dreamt. I mean, I don't typically
Dream.
Not usually.
Huh.
I mean, if like sometimes I'm sort of vaguely aware when I'm sleeping, but I don't. I don't know. Morgan always described it as um, I don't suppose they had film on the bone paths.
What's film? Like slime?
Um, uh, no. This is it's a technological innovation. Imagine a map, but it moves, and can recreate uh moving images. Uh,
What?
like
Like a puppet show?
kind of, except more realistic. There's tools that can be used to essentially capture the light as it travels and essentially record a facsimile of what's happening in front of it and then later recreate it.
Like an enchantment?
I mean, not unlike an enchantment. It's I mean it's complicated stuff. You don't see it except on like really heavily modded servers.
That's
He
fascinating.
always said it was kind of like that, like being able to see everything play out in your head. Like
Like on our
yeah, like
communicators.
yeah, or like watching a play. Um, but being in it. I I guess that's what other people experience. I've never had that.
Really? Sounds about right. I what are dreams like for you?
Uh, I mean, kind of. I don't know if when I am somewhat aware of my own existence while sleeping, it's more of a um, I don't know. It's at most it's more like drifting in and out of sleep. Um,
Makes sense.
being more aware of the the world around me, or having flickers of thoughts sometimes, or sometimes memories, but they're not like I don't see them. It's more like more like having something cross your minds in the back of your thoughts. Um,
Like underwater?
yeah, yeah, like that. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, personally, it sounds kind of weird to have a whole like world in your head that's fake.
I kind of miss dreaming.
Oh, do you not anymore?
No, I dream of Inred. But they're not really dreams. They're sometimes I dream of where they are. Or I am where they are for a little bit. But not quite. Not enough to talk, just enough to feel it a bit. I haven't really properly dreamt since then. I figured I broke something. But in myself or in the worlds. But it doesn't sound like you're being haunted in any kind of way, which is good. Nothing's followed you home from some old battleground.
Certainly hope not. I mean, that would be kind of awkward. So this is where you do
Oh, have you ever been down here?
your ritual stuff?
It is.
Oh, this is intriguing.
Yeah, this is
What's this do?
This is the chamber. It was briefly automated, but then I broke it, and I'm not so good at redstone. It's Inred who can do that, and they haven't offered me elucidation since then. But this is my circle, and the way that it works is somebody stands in the circle, and I run the ritual from up here, and it's like a scientific device, but it's magic. It magnifies, reveals things beneath the surface. Yeah, this consistently seems to work in ways that I mostly understand here. It's a pretty simple, sort of one of the first things you learn as a curse breaker, which is it makes sense, I suppose, that Haven distorts it the least.
So it's like an examination of.
Yeah, it the way I explain it to people is it doesn't change anything fundamental about a person. It's not a ritual of alteration or shifting or curing even. It's just a diagnostic tool. I'm not
a different
changing anything, yeah.
Yeah, a different layer of what's there.
Yeah, and it doesn't last. It's fades after half an hour, 15 minutes, an hour, depending.
Is that something you could? Is that something we could try?
Of course, I was going to suggest it because if there is something, I prefer to figure out how to help.
Yeah, it's better to know. It's always better to know.
Is Kay still trying to hurt you?
Hurt me? What do you mean?
I mean, leaving the sludge places underneath your house?
Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess he did. I don't know. I think that's just kind of something that he does. I don't.
A side effect.
Yeah, I mean, the note he left wasn't terribly friendly, but no, I don't think he. I don't think he's trying to make it worse at any rate.
Well, that's good. If he knows something about it, I mean, if this is something that was done to him on purpose, I mean, knowing the intent can be important in unraveling a curse.
Yeah.
He'd be less likely.
I mean, I would assume that if he knew about how to fix it, then he would have
fixed it.
Done so. But I mean, it doesn't.
I should try to talk to him. It's useful not being able to die properly.
That's fair. Yeah. No, he stabs less if you give him ample space to talk.
Yeah. That's a good diplomatic strategy.
Just let him get it out there, and then I mean he hacked me up once, and that was when I caught him doing arson.
What was he trying to burn down?
It was setting the bamboo wall on fire.
Oh,
between Haven and the withered village.
Oh.
Not really sure. Maybe you wanted to make a point.
I left a ritual table in the withering village, and it exploded once.
He said something about a ritual. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, I left something there to take readings, and when I returned, it went up in flames, which I suppose indicates the magnitude of the withering.
But yeah, that's not great. that sounds kind of bad.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm sorry, I said that rather carelessly, but I.
No, it's fine. I mean, it. Even without magic, it's pretty obvious that whatever happened there was
not good.
Yeah, it was broken before Haven,
and it seems to have been repeated in those fields out by the not Spawn Village, out by the anchor, the Weeping Vault.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're purple.
Mm-hmm.
If there was any intention or choice in who is on Haven, I am beginning to see August's theory about it being some sort of sick joke.
Yeah. Yeah, that would track.
Because there's at least one set of enemies.
Yeah.
Which makes everything more complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for a while, I hoped that having people's enmity focused on each other would at least keep them busy, but I don't know that applies here.
No.
I think what's happening is going to affect everyone regardless of whether they want to be involved.
Inred would say that there's no attrition here. There's no... They always talked about the wild like that, about the spaces in between. That they'd never... It was so hard to push out. It was so hard to reclaim the places that had been destroyed because we run out of food and safety and numbers, and ancient curses never do. Things that go bump in the night never do. But we don't here, I guess.
Yeah, at least not yet.
Not yet.
Are they here now?
Inred?
Yeah.
Inred? Are you still here? They were a little bit earlier. I think I upset them the other day. They haven't been talking to me much. I've been speaking more of them, but I spoke of them somewhat carelessly to Anathema. And
I can see why that might upset them.
They don't like being vulnerable.
I can understand that.
I told you that they talked to me. That they touched Haven. They left me signs.
Yes. Yeah, you mentioned that.
I've been working on some research. I need to get them back, but that's a problem for another day. I'm sorry, I'm babbling.
No, it's important.
It is, but you're important too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I'm about to keel over the next 20 minutes. I think we should be fine.
But I worry all the same. I would dearly not like to... I don't want you to be in pain. Any kind.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, best case scenario, it's at least comparable to everyone else's exposure, or at least closer to that than whatever's going on with K.
Whatever level that K received. That's
Crozul.
true. I mean, we've all been Crozul. Oh,
yeah.
Then that's the name in the spawn anchor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's him.
Whatever level we've all been. I mean, he left mountains of that stuff in the waypoint. I've been still digging it out of the floor.
He left it. He left it. Really?
Yeah, when he killed me. When I was talking to Anathema in August, and he not spawn trapped. He walled me in he walled in the waypoint, walled in my bed, walled in the waypoint, and then came and killed me so that I would wake up in the walls of calcified matter.
Yeah.
That was certainly a point made.
Yeah. I would be careful. He is definitely dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. Right. I don't. Would you?
How do we do this?
So, do you have any items, any objects that ground you, that remind you of yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
It's a little bit too. If it's my pickaxe.
Oh, it's okay. So if you put if you place whatever grounds you here, and that'll be your beacon, your guiding light. If you
okay.
It'll tie you here. This is a small sort of ritual, not the kind that puts you at risk, but it's a precaution just in case. And the way this works is I stay up here and you go down and step into the circle, and I will start the ritual. It's short. You may lose consciousness, lose yourself for a couple minutes. It's sort of like falling asleep.
Okay.
And then you'll be back here, and you can call up to me, and I'll come down, or you can come up, and we'll go from there.
Okay. On a compared to the other ritual we did, safety level.
Safety level.
More, less.
I mean, the other ritual we did wasn't one that particularly. It was calling out to something, not having any effect on someone with us, at least. It was a ritual of communication. This is more a ritual of looking. I would say that they're comparable safety-wise, because neither of them is asking for much. I would say perhaps safer, because I've done it before here. And I wasn't 100% sure that what form the calling out would take on Haven. I mean, it certainly took a different form than I wanted it to. And this has worked. And been emotionally distressing, but not painful.
Okay. All right. No, I can handle that. I never not really a big fan of anesthesia or its magical equivalents, but I can handle it.
I promise I won't. I promise you'll be safe.
Okay. So I just stand in the center here?
Exactly.
Like that? Okay.
You'll be alright, I promise.
Okay.
I'll be right here.
I trust you.
I don't take that lightly. Alright.
Alright, I guess I can... I took off my armor. Should I take off, like, my shawl and such?
Yeah,
Easier observation?
if you want to.
Alright. I will do so.
And let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Half to whole in blood path and soul, like call to like. As water unwinds, as surface reveals, let pain not go unanswered. I give you form so we might see. I hate this part. I hate this part. You know why. Everything will be alright. Even if Jackdaw is hurt, this is the sort of thing we know how to deal with. Crozul can be found. If we can help Crozul, if we can untangle some of that pain. I'm thinking like a curse breaker again, aren't I? Be working on a unified theory if I make it through tonight. Well, that's reassuring. Do you see a pattern here? Is there something that I've missed? If Crozul is following sleep, and sleep did that to him before Haven, and it was the withering. Jackdaw? Jackdaw.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh, okay. I think...
Are you alright?
I'm here. I'm here.
Do you want me to come down, or do you want to come up?
I'll come up, I guess.
Oh.
Oh.
It's alright.
Oh.
It's alright.
What? It's on me. Why is it...
Jackdaw. 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 This is a representation. It's... Whatever's here, this is magnified by... This is magnified by imprecise amounts of amount. This is not reality, it's a tool. Okay? You're okay, and you're alive, and you're here with me. And anything else can be solved. I promise.
Yeah. That's... Navin said something similar when I told it
About
this. It was very upset. I still don't fully understand why.
I was upset that you were hurt.
Yeah, I guess. Something like that.
He cared about you a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. I was unkind. More. They. I don't know. There's no use. No use harping on it now. Close.
No one's a perfect friend.
No, I guess not.
But I don't think that... In all the conversations that I had with Navin, they never spoke anything but good about you. I think it's easier to magnify that sort of thing after the fact.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I don't know that I... don't know if I deserved everything that it saw in me, but...
You don't deserve love or friendship or loyalty. It's someone else chooses to give it to you. Not based on worthiness or... It's a gift. Or a promise. Or a choice. The fact that it existed doesn't have anything to do with you deserving.
I guess that's fair.
And I do think you deserve a great many things, though.
I really do look a sight, don't I?
It's not good, but it's also not unfamiliar. I've seen things like this before.
You have?
I have, on the bone paths. Like I said, there's areas that are poisoned, and when people tread in them without care or without them being properly sanctified, properly made safe by curse breakers, things like this are generally the result.
Are there things that can be done to neutralize it or mitigate it?
There are. Let me think for a moment. It's been a while since I've... Hang on. I need to go stand very still for a moment. I'll be right back.
All right. I shall wait your return. I'll say hi to chat real quick.
Great.
Hi, chat. Hey, Novice. Hey, Magpie. Hello. Welcome. You just arrived. What's happening? My character is perhaps a teensy weensy bit irradiated. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But yes. Here, let me... Yeah. Here's what's going on underneath. Hello. The lore is good. The radiation is bad. Thank you for clarifying, Muffin. You're here from Go Stream while they're AFK? Well, welcome. It is good to have you. I want to harvest the nether wart, but I mean, I do whenever I'm around, but like doing it in front of them seems kind of rude. It can wait. It's fine. No idea what this is. Why would they put their own name on here? Sleep. Starved. Starved. Oh, is this maybe what's changed? I mean, I think Angel was already a vampire, at least I kind of assumed so. Curses, Withering Village, Poison Village. DJ! Hello, hello. We still don't know what the question marks are. I am intrigued. Trying to keep an eye on Gawain because I have them muted at the moment. And I don't want to miss them talking to me. Not incorporeal. Hi,
Hello,
DJ.
Jackdaw. Sorry,
Welcome
somebody
to
was at the
stream.
door. Bow, bow, bow. Wait, can you still hear me?
We have been led through a ritual by Gawain.
Jackdaw!
And
I don't think they can hear me.
And I'm a little bit of a nuclear zombie, I guess you could say.
Jackdaw! Why can't you hear me? Hello?
Navin, corporeal and very upset about it, which I think is so valid.
Jackdaw?
Sorry, I had you muted to talk to chat.
It's all good.
I was trying to keep an eye on you, and then I stepped away from it.
No, it's all good. Sorry, someone is at my door.
Back. Oh, yeah, you're good. All right. I have returned. You've returned.
Yes. We are here together.
All right. Where were we, actually? We were...
Things, before... Seen this before... What do I do about it?
Yeah.
This is... Okay. This is the sort of thing that takes time, but can be undone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a progressive ailment, like a sickness. It develops, it takes root, and it spreads, but it can be turned back. It involves... here, take this.
What's this?
I'll need to do some more work to distill them to potion form, but white flowers, they counteract pain. And I know it doesn't hurt now, but I don't want it to. Okay, so this is the sort of thing that if this happened on the bone paths, the person who was cursed would stay in one of the larger waypoints for a period of a couple months at least, and the curse breakers would work. And it would be
like in inpatient.
Yeah, similar.
In-house.
And it involved, there's a mixture of very careful potion usage, because potions can also make curses worse and feed them in a kind of way.
Yeah.
And in conjuncture with usage of water to carefully untangle, to carefully break the threads of a curse. And ritual and magics. You can't undo something all at once on a person. You can do it on a place sometimes. But people are squishy in ways that places aren't, so you want to move very slowly.
Yes, I pride myself on being exceptionally squishy. I am made of many fleshy bits.
Yes, you are. I feel like this is one of your good qualities. One of the many.
Well, thank you.
But
I'm the most mortal to ever mortal.
It's what's mortality on Haven?
It's fair. It's fair.
I want to take a
Oh
look.
no, my brand. Whatever will I do?
Your mortality, it's gone.
Oh no. Oh no. How can I be but a blip in the eyes of eternity now?
We are all collectively simply a blip in the eyes of eternity if we don't do our part to I don't know, immortalize the time we spend here.
Mm-hmm.
Though I suppose we'll be very long blips if we don't age.
That's true. Yeah, I mean...
Do we age?
I feel like... I don't know. I mean, I feel like everything has to end eventually, right?
That's true.
Even things maintained artificially wear out over time. Entropy.
And I wouldn't trust the spawn anchors forever. I wouldn't trust them as much as we've trusted them already, given the red goop and the way that yours was. But yours was displaying symptoms of this.
Yeah.
Which is
that
an interesting tell.
Is that like this, do you think? Like a representation of
It looks the same.
Yeah,
I mean,
like a symptom.
It's hooking into your soul. It means that the spawn anchors are in real time reflecting something about our physical selves, which is a fascinating diagnostic tool. Which means that we should be keeping an eye on everybody's spawn anchors for things like this. But
no, I mean it is fascinating. I would enjoy it more if it were happening. But
I also would. It's going to be all right.
The state of my soul is goop, apparently.
It's not goop yet. It's progressing towards goop.
Yet, crucial
it
distinction.
Won't become goop. I promise. I will become goop before I let it become goop.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you.
Of course. I need to... Let's see, there's... Let's do this with one person. Inred, any suggestions? If you... If you want to, it doesn't seem practical. I wouldn't and couldn't confine you here, but if you stay nearby.
Near here or near the waypoint? I mean, I guess either works.
Either way, yeah. I'll set up. There's places that maybe I'll set up a ritual circle around where you sleep, in places, and everywhere where you do.
Oh, okay.
And things like poppies, things that draw out latent bits of curses.
Yeah, I've been planning some.
Good. I'm just trying to think of how to build this into Haven's infrastructure because properly this would require like about 10 curse breakers, and I'm not really one, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
Inred has a good point. The waypoint is goopy right now, so you shouldn't go to the waypoint until I've cleaned it out. You should try to stay away from K as much as possible. And away from Stonks. Sleep.
Yeah. I mean, no worries re the village. I don't particularly enjoy being over there. You think sleep might be?
No, but if he's connected to K, And he's connected to that battlefield, that scorched earth.
Mm-hmm.
Or Kay thinks he is. If the withering is sleeps. If the withering is sleeps, then he might know some way of... He might... If he's the holder of the curse. If he's the holder of the curse, it would make things either much easier or much harder. Well, maybe not harder, because I can undo it on my own. But if he tells me how it works, it would be significantly more easy to undo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you check in with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do that.
How are you feeling?
I mean, yeah, I don't really feel any different. It's just kind of... It was weird being down there. Like, I mean, it wasn't like falling asleep normally, which I guess makes sense. It I guess it kind of felt like my brain was trying to dream, but there was nothing there. It was just kind of a blank screen, an empty stage. It was weird.
Interesting.
I
wonder if that has to do with the way Haven has blocked your memories.
Maybe. Have other people reported, like... I mean, you said that people have experienced emotional distress, but I guess seeing yourself through
the mirror of your soul damaged.
Yeah, I can see why that might be upsetting.
I can't divulge the specifics, but other people have seen things in the time between the time of the ritual.
Oh, interesting.
But not everyone. Just a few.
I'd be very curious to learn more about how this works.
I can teach you if you want.
Oh, really?
Of course.
I would love that.
I mean, it's not the sort of thing that would be done if we were on the bone paths, but the bone paths are gone, and I'm the only one who remembers who's going to remember this stuff. So, I trust you with the knowledge.
I think no, it's good to have that preserved in some way.
It is.
No, this is it's a gap in my skill set, and where that can be addressed, I think is valuable.
You can learn while we get you uncursed.
And then maybe I can be more helpful.
I would like that. I mean, more helpful. You've been more helpful than I deserve.
Of course not.
I mean, you've helped me a great deal.
Well, that is gladly done. You said you spoke to Anathema again.
I did.
Was there... I mean, I'm assuming he's still angry.
I don't know if angry sums it up to the degree to which
that's fair.
he despises me. No, we talked. He killed me some more. Actually, I don't remember if he did. He threatened to. Kay might have been the only one who did.
There was some stabbing from their general
I lost
direction.
track. But they were both there, and I did die about 3 or 4 times. Red was very upset with me. They were quite irate that I kept choosing to go back, but I've always been a reaching hand. I did my best. I apologized to Anathema. The hard thing is that I think he knows, and I know that I suppose I can talk about this now. It's not a secret any longer. The state that Moth was in, the state that Anathema was in. I don't know how to choose one living, breathing person over another. It's against everything that I am to drown someone away from themselves. Which is what Anathema would have had me do to Moth. Which is what Moth was not doing to Anathema, because doing implies choice, and I don't think Moth had a choice. But it's like one of those horrible logic puzzles, morality puzzles that they give you as a child. And I still don't know the answer.
I think, I mean, the only answer that I've ever, it's
I'm sorry, you cut
a choice. The only answer that I've ever been able to choice that shouldn't have to be made, and that I guess that negates the possibility of a right answer. It's more, what's the choice that causes the least harm? What offers the most potential for people to not be suffering? And sometimes there is sometimes the choice is negligible. Like, I mean, neither of them deserve to be faced with such a choice, and neither of them deserve to live more than the other.
Nobody deserves anything.
That's what makes it hard.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be... They shouldn't have to choose between their own life and the life of someone else.
I was given that choice once. You know what I chose.
Yeah.
And so does Anathema.
Like I said, it's... I don't think it's a choice with a right answer. It's...
No.
If it had been the other way around, then they would be living and grieving you. And I mean, neither of you deserve either of those positions.
I think that they would have...
It should never have to be one person or another. But you don't...
Sometimes it is.
You're not... I can't tell you how to feel about it, obviously. I won't presume that. But I don't think it's inherently wrong to act toward your own self-preservation. It's instinctive. It's at the core of being, is to want to continue to be.
That's true.
mean,
we were
it
supposed
takes...
to be one life.
Yeah.
In two pieces.
Mm.
That's why they're still here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm keeping them here.
Mm.
Whether they want to be or not. Regardless of the fact that they can't touch the world anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I have to fix that, or I have to end that.
Mm-hmm. You said you've been working on it, making progress. Is there anything I can help with? Resources?
I mean, I have that totem. I've been meaning to study. Mm-hmm. I was gonna bring it to the spawn anchors, and see if compare the whatever enchantments are built into them with whatever is in the totem, in so much as I can understand it. Mm. Yeah, it's a line of inquiry that I wanted to follow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, I can show you what the books that I do have. I can write down the things that I remember from this kind of magic, and maybe reading that will... I mean, you knew different things. The
Mm-hmm.
Palisades was different than the Bone Paths. You might know things that you don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. I mean, it really is like trying to assemble a jigsaw puzzle without having the box.
Yeah, we just keep coming back to that.
Mm-hmm. You find a piece every so often, and it's like, okay, I know this must go somewhere, and I'm guessing that it fits in here.
I think that it might be a dog.
Like movies, film. I don't know where to contextualize that. I just know that I know that it exists. I don't think... I mean, I definitely don't think I encountered such things growing up.
No. I don't know why I know the name of the Palisades. I realized. I've been thinking about it.
Really?
You didn't tell me that you're from the Palisades. And I've never left the Bone Paths. So how do I know that?
No. I don't know. It's... I mean, at least I don't remember telling you.
Weird.
Is it... the if the void can take memories, do you think it also has the ability to give them to instill knowledge?
Instill...
Like, I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but
I don't know. My instinct would be no. I think it's a... I want to say that it's a devouring force, that things like that usually can't give in the same way as they can devour, at least. But that's using logic that has not always proven true here.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's... I guess it's possible. So much here is broken and jumbled up with things in the wrong places. It makes me wonder if some of the scattered detritus might have been picked up by the wrong people.
I got a piece of your memories. You got a piece of mine.
It's a hypothesis. It's a hypothesis. That would make things... That would I honestly hope that's not the case, because then that means that the pieces might not even go to this puzzle, and that would suck.
Somebody took all of the puzzles and they've thrown all the pieces into a bag and shaken them around.
I hate it. It's bad.
The world's worst toy maker. Now? Yeah, no, you're safe too.
Okay.
And this will fade a couple more minutes.
Back in my ender chest. Oh. Okay, which one is it? This one? Where's my soft touch pick? Thank you.
Of course. And I'll start working on ways to get you uncursed.
Yeah. Untangled.
Untangled.
Do I need to do anything to spell this, or you said it doesn't last?
I know you're averse to water, but if you stepping into the pool will make it dispel faster.
Okay, all right. No, I've been working on it.
You have?
The other day I was going down the ladder from the highway to the Costco. And I jumped down about 6 blocks into the water.
Hey, that's amazing.
It is the silliest accomplishment to be proud of ever in the history of anything.
No, that's incredible.
I was very brave.
It's an accomplishment.
I jumped into it. It was like it wasn't even a full block deep. It was really kind of silly, but
I mean,
I think I'm working on it.
I'm glad.
I mean, the fact that it's functionally physically impossible to drown here is reassuring.
That's good. I don't try not to build ritual pools people can drown in.
Yeah, that would be that could go poorly.
It would be gauche. Don't spill blood on your altar. First rule of curse breaking.
Yeah. No, it feels kind of nice, actually.
I'm glad. Yeah, it should.
I mean, I'm gonna be soggy for the rest of the day, but
do you need like help with your wings or anything?
I mean, I can dry them off. I mean, if you want to help, kind of tame the feathers, I guess.
Can I?
Just be careful.
Of course. Do we want to end lore there?
Yeah, sure. That works. Bonding!
Bonding! And then they bonded! Minecraft mechanics don't allow for this!
That works.
Then they had a sweet moment. I was just like, oh.
Then they bonded.
I want to leave them on this happening. And I don't know how to do it in Minecraft.
So, if you could smack me, that would be fun.
Slap.
Yeah. Okay. End screen. Pog.
Pog. Thank you for doing lore with me. Yay!
Yes, yeah. We finally made it happen. The universe
finally made it happen. We only had to reschedule 3 times.
Reschedule 3 times, and then my Minecraft kept crashing. It was here. I'll take these back.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
That was fun.
That was so much fun.
Do you want to say goodbye to your chat separately?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mute.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. That was so much fun. I do love doing lore with Jackdaw. Also, yeah, staying away from sleep is good for your health in general. I didn't acknowledge that message in character, but I think it's true. I should have. Thank you so much, Kriver, Namin, and August, and Coda. It's good to see all of you. I appreciate you. Oh, so much fun. Jackdaw did such a good job on that skin. I was so impressed. I didn't see it until I was like, oh shit. Let's see if anyone is live. Who I can raid. It doesn't look like it. So, actually, well, yeah, nobody. So, we'll probably, what am I streaming next? It's Wednesday. I'll probably be streaming this Sunday. Do like a Hollow Knight stream or like a chill Minecraft stream. So I will see you then. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Good night.